Hey, Scruffy. Came a little late today. You can do your normal circle in thing and then leave. Yeah, going a little deeper. I'm going to take that back. So I have a little treat for you. Again, didn't think I was going to, but I got some actual turkey. So I have your hearty cuts with real turkey kibble, and then some actual real turkey, not the canned stuff. And I think I'm going to split it up among about 3 days. So get it today, tomorrow, and the next day, probably. Okay, got the glove on. So the reason for the turkey is I actually bought a turkey last time I was at the store. So I caved in. It was cheap, it was on sale, so it was good price. It was cheaper than everything else anyway. So I think it was 99 cents a pound. So if I bought individual chicken pieces or something, I think it'd be anywhere from $1.29 to $1.50 a pound or something like that. So really couldn't beat the price. The only problem is, yeah, turkey is big, much more than I can eat in one serving, or even leftover wise. So my plan is basically to cook the whole thing and then freeze most of it, and then I'll eat it over the next month or 2 months or 3 months or however long it takes me to get through it. So yeah, I bought the smallest one I could find there. Still too big. But yeah, I think it was different. They had 2 different types too. I guess one smaller than the other. So I think the one I bought was referred to as a hen. I don't know if that's branding or if that actually signifies that this is a smaller one. But they're charging the same amount, it's just smaller. So I think that overall I didn't pay as much just because there's less of it. So I need to cook it because it's been sitting in my refrigerator for a bit. So it's been it was a little frozen when I bought it, so I had a little extra time. But yeah, I gotta cook it now. So I was planning to cook it I think maybe 2 days ago, but yeah, just the last 2 days I got distracted with other things and just didn't fit it into my schedule. So today said I better do it. So as far as the scraps that I'm giving Scruffy, there was inside the center of the turkey, there was a piece. I think it's the neck. I'm not completely sure, but it's very long and very bony. And so I was going to throw it away. I didn't know what to do with it. And then I realized, hey, I can try to scrape the meat off of it and give it to Scruffy. But yeah, it's mostly bone, so it's actually really hard to get any meat off of it. But I got some, and I think it's just enough for about 3 days. When I sprinkle it with his regular food, so it's a little treat. It's not meant as a full meal. Sort of like the rotisserie chicken skin I've been giving him, and chicken scraps. So he gets a little meat and other stuff from the scraps that I give him. It's mostly skin, but there's sometimes a little bit of meat in there and some fat and some some other edible things. This one's actually probably mostly just meat, since it was the inside part of the turkey. Yeah, so unfortunately for Scruffy, yeah, this didn't come with any of the turkey giblets. So yeah, I didn't know exactly what I was buying, and I didn't really care. It was cheap. But yeah, I didn't even think about giving Scruffy the insides of it until after I threw the neck away, and then I was like, hey, wait a minute, I can actually use that. So I fished it out of the trash can. It was wrapped in the wrapper that the turkey came in, so it didn't touch anything else in the trash can, so it's clean. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out when the turkey's done. I don't usually cook turkey, especially a full-size turkey. So I'm a little uncertain if it's done or not. So right now I think it's like right on that cusp of being done or not done, and depending where I stick in the probe, I get completely different readings. So that's why I'm having trouble figuring out if it's done or not, because I don't want to overcook it because it'll be too dry. And the fact that I'm going to freeze it and then I'm going to be reheating it, I think actually having it slightly underdone is probably not necessarily a bad thing. It's probably better than overdone, because when I defrost it and heat it in my food, it's definitely going to be cooked. So I'll probably be putting it in my soup, meat supplement to my vegetable soup. So I'm already starting to think about what I'm going to do with the bones. So I'm thinking I'll make a turkey stock and then make a soup or something with it. So I have more stuff to freeze. But I can put my freezer to good use, because, yeah, got a lot of space now. So yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, if the turkey was fully done, I think I was thinking it could probably go a few more degrees, but it was close. But I also know you're supposed to let the turkey rest. So I decided, like right before I came out, I was just gonna cut the oven and let it rest inside the oven. So instead of taking it out, so it'll hopefully cook those last few degrees and then start cooling down. I think Scruffy's into the pets tonight. I didn't see much of Scruffy today. I didn't see him this morning. I saw him at lunch, and I think that's about it. Okay, I think I'm going to get Scruffy's food. Okay, here you go. It's the turkey special. So you got 2 types of turkey. And then technically the kibble is chicken and rice. So I guess he's getting 2 types of turkey and chicken. Not that those little dry kibble pieces look anything like chicken. Okay. So yeah, I brought out the food at lunch. I think Scruffy was awake, so he's kind of waiting for me under the table. It was a little late today, I think. Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? Looks like it's a nice day. Sun's bright. So you got your kibble and water. So yeah, I'm a little late today. But you were sleeping yesterday. So. You ready for your food? Yep. So I went for a long run today. I was going to go a little bit earlier, but yeah, I got distracted checking on the turkey. So I got out early enough, but yeah, since I was doing a long run and yeah, I'm still not fully back in shape. Yeah, my run's taking longer, so I managed to do 4 laps, but yeah, it took the kind of full amount of time. So basically as I finished that last lap, it was basically getting dark. It's an okay run. Wasn't as terrible as I was worried about, but it wasn't great either. But yeah, it's getting kind of cold. I think I was feeling a wind chill too, so I wore slightly heavier clothes today, including long pants. And, still kind of cold. I don't think the ambient temperature is actually that bad, but I think yeah, it's all in the wind chill right now. Scratching my nose with my shoulder. Scruffy saw me move. So I didn't see the porch cat again. Thought I would have saw the porch cat since I thought I left early enough that I would possibly catch him around dinner time, but yeah, he hasn't been there, so I don't know what happened to him. I did see that the person who feeds him left out a little pet bed on the porch. I didn't see the cat in it, but I didn't get a good look, so. And then, yeah, I didn't see any other cats today. I saw a couple birds on the ground in the area where I often see the friendly cat and his pals hanging out. So that was really dangerous for those birds. I don't see that many birds around anymore. I think all the stray and feral cats may be killing them all. It's a real shame. We need more birds and less squirrels. The squirrels at the park, they're squirrels at the park are kind of a destructive nuisance. They've really done a lot of damage to one of the fields. So one section of the park, the field is completely ruined. There are just squirrel holes and mounds actually, like everywhere. The grass is completely dead. Even the trail is eaten up with holes. So you got to watch where you step. I think with all the cats in the neighborhood, they'd hang out more than would hang out there, since there were just so many squirrels. So the friendly cat's smart enough to hang out there. So I frequently see the friendly cat hanging out, looking down a squirrel hole, trying to catch one. And then I think the twins are often hanging out on top of squirrel holes. And then I've mentioned the orange cat hangs out in the tree trying to pounce on squirrels. So those cats know what's going on, but yeah, there are a lot of other ones in the neighborhood that should be over there, but aren't. I don't think I've ever seen the Siamese cat down there. I don't think I've seen the white cats down there. Boots has been down there. Boots is everywhere, though. And I don't think I've ever seen Scruffy down there. But Scruffy has kind of a chunky walk. I don't think he's very likes to go very far. I've seen him at all the different surrounding houses. I know he goes around this section of the neighborhood, but I don't think I've seen him go down as far as the park. Let me move the balls. Oh, he's running. So there's a little bit more food in the bowl. He's jumpy tonight. Means he ate too well. Too much food. So he can afford to run away. He's licking the plate. I was cutting the turkey neck. He's placing the stuff there on the plate, so he's probably licking the juices. Okay, looks like Scruffy's done. He's gonna go prowl the neighborhood. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. See you next time.